not going to say no words. I'm just going to point. This is very important. And what we're going to do, I'm going to pray for understanding. I want you to pray for understanding. I want us to stand in agreement. I want 2 or 3 together so that we can get that same vibration, same frequency. Therefore, we can get understanding, because those with an ear, they will hear. There's 3 scriptures we're using. Psalm 37, 3 through 5, Psalm 82 and 6, then John 10:30. We come to you today, Grand Creator, that you just make us be still. Make us be still and fill us with peace and joy, happiness, and that we are thankful for all creation. Right now today, I want you to use this vessel, use this tongue so this tongue can speak just as clear as you are. When we wake up in the morning and we look outside and we see you, we hear you speak through the birds and all other creations that you have created. And how beautiful the sound, how beautiful the vision is. That's how clear we want it to come out today. Whatever way that you want to move me. So they do not see me, that they actually be looking at you. Again, thankful for all that you've done, and that the path that we on, that you continue to put us on that path no matter what happens. We know and understand that we must go through it. And we know as long as we go through it and we know and got our understanding, there will be a smile on our face. And with that, I say amen. Mm-hmm. Believe in who you are. I want you to do a little exercise today with me. I want you to do a little exercise today with me. Wherever there's Lord, put yourself there. Whatever character is being used today, don't look at that character, put yourself there. Trust me, you'll believe in who you are. If you don't believe in who you are today, you will after this. Psalms 37, 3 and 5. Psalms 37, 3 and 5. Trust in the Lord and do good. Remember, I told you. Put your name right there. Trust in Reginald and do good. Before I go on any further, I want you to say that right now, wherever you at, with your name in it. Mm-hmm. Trust in Reginald and do good. What do you think is going to happen for the rest of the day if you keep telling yourself that? What do you think is going to happen the rest of the day if you keep telling yourself that? Everything that comes out your mouth is a seed. Every single vibration or utterance that comes out of your mouth and your lips release it is a seed. So imagine planting these seeds all throughout the day. And imagine knowing once you throw that seed out there, that seed has to grow. And imagine it coming back to you. Now imagine you take the whole concept of time, 10:30 to 11 o'clock, you take that whole concept out, and imagine you planting a seed and this coming back to you as fast as you plant it. Trust in Reginald and do good. Okay. Then you will live safely in the land and prosper. So, I'm going to do good in the land safely and prosper. Y'all ain't smiling yet? It's not a good morning yet? You don't believe in who you are yet? You don't believe in how powerful you are yet? I ain't even get to that part yet. I ain't even get to the power yet. Right now, you know, they call this motivation, inspiration. You don't need nobody to motivate you because you can motivate yourself.
That's right.
You don't have to worry about somebody putting a bunch of nouns and verbs and adjectives together, making it sound all cool, making it sound all neat, and they got some letters and some initials and some abbreviations before their name to make you feel good. Because if you believe in who you are, you don't even need that.
All right.
A couple of months ago, I said, man, when you look in the mirror, you should smile because you should see who? Christ. I'm going to explain that. I'm going to explain it for me. Because when I said it a couple of months ago, and today is a whole other day, I didn't even know what I was speaking of until I sat down and gained understanding. Because you have to gain understanding, right?
Right.
You got to ask for it, and then when you ask for it, be careful what you ask for because you're going to get it. Right? Okay.
Right.
A couple of months ago, I said when I look in the mirror, I should see Christ. Believe in who you are. All right.
Yeah.
Take delight in the original, and he will give you your heart's desire.
Read that again.
Take delight in the original, and he will give you your heart's desire. We just said that in the first scripture on 3. It said, trust in original and do good. So if you trust in yourself that you're going to do good, then you take delight in yourself, and you will get your heart's desire. Because you just told yourself you're going to do good. You just planted a seed with your mouth, and you just received it back. You don't have to wait for a month or two or later, you know. It's right now, because whatever you want, it's already over there. How do you go get it? Well, first of all, you got to plant it. Because it's already over there, right?
Right.
So if you plant it, then it's going to come back to you. So that means if you plant it and it's going to come back to you, guess what? It's already over there. It's already created. It's already done. Commit everything you do to yourself, because there go the word Lord again. Trust in yourself, and you will help yourself. Let me read the scripture, though. Let me read the scripture. I told you let's do an activity this morning. And let's, wherever you see Lord, you put your name in. But the scripture say, commit everything you do to the Lord, trust him, and he will help you. If you're a female, put her. If you're a male, put him. Commit everything you do to the original. Trust in original, and original will help you. Who are you waiting for? Who are you waiting on? What else do you need to hear from somebody else about yourself? Believe in who you are. Everything that I just said is supposed to get greater. Why? Let's read Psalm 82 and 6.
Okay. Psalm 82:6. I say, you are God's. You are all children of the Most High.
You are God's, and you're all children of God. What did I tell you to do earlier? Wherever you see Lord, put your name in it. Right. Believe in who you are. If you believe in who you are, everything will come to pass because it's already been done. But it's not done to you because you don't even believe in yourself. Some of us don't even love ourselves. We need somebody else to come tell us that I love you. If some of us didn't have kids, we would be dead. If some of us didn't have caring parents, we will be dead. I'm not talking about a physical death. There's nothing wrong with a physical death, because that has to happen. But you know what's wrong? It's a death while you're alive. A death of your own soul. You just killed your own spirit. You just killed your own creativeness. You just killed your own desire. You just killed everything that keeps you moving. And not only that, death spreads. And if you spread all that, you just killed your children and your parents. Just by that, because you're not vibrating on the same frequency. You're not on the same level. So if your kids see you like that, then what they gonna do? Because it takes a lot of them, they innocent right now. That's why they come give you that charge. That's why they come give you that connection. That's why they come and tell you that they love you. Mm-hmm. Because they know that they got to keep you going because they already see that you're killing yourself. You got to believe in who you are. Trust in Reginald and do good. Start saying that every time you feel like distraction, failure, or somebody talk down on you, and instead of feeding with that energy, start telling yourself, man, trust in myself and I'm going to do good. Then, what the universe will do, since you said it, the universe is like a magnet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a magnet that'll come, and you can't stop it. You can't stop a magnetic force. So if it's like a magnet and it's coming, that means that it's coming to you. If I'm Reginald, I'm going to do good today. Good to happen. Because you just put your brain to make sure that whatever you need to accomplish for that day, whatever you need to do accomplish for that time, you're going to accomplish it because you got the energy and you feel good because you said I was going to do it. Did that ever happen to somebody? I mean, am I up there just blowing out hot air? But have that ever happened to somebody when you just proclaim, I'm going to have a good day today? Whatever, just keep doing that. Keep going to the mirror and looking at Christ. They ain't catch that one either. I'm going to help them, though. John 10:30. All
right. John 10:30. The Father and I are one.
We children. This John. John's talking way over here somewhere. There was no automobiles. You understand what I'm saying? There was no iPhone, Google. It wasn't none of that. It was just John. And them sandals. You know them sandals they wore back in the day. They didn't have straps. They just had two leaves together, tied. Yes. You know I had to put it in there. John 10:30. Could you read that for me, please?
The Father and I are one.
The Father and I are one. You are his child. So John understood it, and he was trying to get us to understand something. We were at the church for 87 years and never understood what that said. Never got it. The Father and I are one. How could that be? Look in the mirror, and you'll see what?
Christ.
Okay, and what Christ symbolizes? That's God. Did I help somebody? I don't know. Hey, believe in who you are. So now, there's some scriptures over here that's really going to help out with here. But I want to give you this token of appreciation. Because we all heard that the meek will inherit the earth. Yeah. Right? We're all familiar with that saying, right? Okay. I didn't even have to look that up. Like, I remember that from a child. Okay. Since we didn't know what it meant back in the day, meekness is an attribute of human nature and behavior. You should go study what nature means. Okay? Please go study what nature means. That'll be in another lesson, another Saturday. Meekness is an attribute of human nature and behavior. It has been defined several ways. What we're about to define is how the meek inherit the earth. We heard this word before. Righteousness. Being righteous. We heard this word before. Being humble. Teachable. You know, I played sports. And one of the things that scouts look for is that boy coachable. Is that boy coachable? If he's coachable, we want him. Because he got good work ethic and everything. He's a great athlete, but if he's not coachable, we don't want him. We can't do nothing with him. He know everything. That's why I looked at you. You know, some of us, we know everything in our little bitty circle.
My Lord.
in our little bitty circle. All this other stuff we need to know is outside that circle. But everything we know is in that circle. That's why we never outgrow our circle. That's why we never get any bigger. Patient under suffering. We ain't doing that. Telling you that right now. Hey, look, we ain't doing that. We're patient under suffering. What you mean? I got to go through this and be patient? I can't hurry up and get it over with? Them for the ones that got the circle. I can't hurry up and get this over with because they know they got to go through suffering, right? This that circle. These are circle people. Okay? These are circle people. They know everything. Okay, I know I got to get, I got to suffer. I got to suffer. I got to suffer. All right. Can I just hurry up? Nah, man. Eat that. Take that, man. Take that death in the family. Take that. Take that. I'm going to say that again. Take that death in the family, man. Take that. Because it all produces something good in the long run. There's no more suffering for that person.
Yeah.
Okay? And you ain't got to watch them suffer. All right? Okay, tragic? Okay, cool. I get it. But it brought together everybody. So that everybody can still vibrate on the same frequency. Because if everybody vibrate on the same frequency, if everybody on the same page, I see nothing but peace. I see nothing but happiness. Because we all connected. We all are one. So if they got to continue to happen until everybody's gone, and then that means that we didn't get it. But if everybody keep doing it and that a significant something happened over here, then we come together and then somebody snap and be like, we need to gather up more together. Because somebody in that group can help somebody in that group. Because somebody in that group don't even know that they good. Don't even know that if they trusted in themselves, they'll do good. Don't even know that by them just trusting in themselves, that somebody that's vibrating on the same energy can help them out.
All right, sir.
Long suffering, willing to follow. Some of us not even willing to follow our own footsteps. Y'all thought I was going to say follow the steps of Christ. I ain't even get there yet, but you thought I was going to follow the steps of somebody else? You don't even want to walk in your own shoes. How you going to follow somebody else's footsteps if you don't even want to walk in your own? You got to start by walking in your own footsteps. Stop worrying about going after somebody else's. Because you got to make your own path. Yeah, there was a path made before us. There was an example. But their example is different from your example. Your example was made for the other ones. Their example was made for you. So what you going to do? Before I get into this, let's read Isaiah 33 and 6.
All right. I should have done Papa. Isaiah 33 and 6. In that day, he will be your sure foundation, providing a rich store of salvation, wisdom, and knowledge. The fear of the Lord will be your treasure.
Let me look at that one more time. I need to let y'all, I'm letting it sink in myself. So I told y'all we're going to do an activity today, right? And I told you, wherever you see Lord, God, put yourself there. And when you put yourself there, you'll believe in who you are. In that day, you will be a sure foundation, providing a rich store of salvation, wisdom, and knowledge. The fear of yourself will be your treasure. Well, we already know what John 10:30 said, right? Okay, you already got that in your system, right? You already know if you tell yourself, man, I'm going to do good today, right? So if you do everything that this recipe has before us, like these are ingredients of a recipe. If you properly put these together and you burn it for however hot it needs to be, however hot it's supposed to go, however how long it's supposed to be that hot, it'll come out and it'll be very, very well serving to the person that receives it. Did I put that together, right? Okay. I didn't need no correction from you this morning, right? Right. I need no correction this morning because it takes certain elements, right? Okay, you put the ingredients together, then you burn it forever hot it had to be burned. That means that's your long suffering, that's your suffering, okay? And then when it's sitting there for a while, because that's your patience, right? And it's just being patient, and then when it come out, it's good because you told yourself that it's going to be good. So now it's going to come out good, and now you got treasures. You got a rich store of salvation and a foundation. I know my daddy told me, boy, you got to get you a foundation.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you building yourself a foundation when you wake up and say, man, you know what? I'm going to do good today. All right? When I look in this mirror, I got to go look in the mirror. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to be like, man, I see myself and I look good. I see myself and I look good. Okay. Psalm 37 and 18.
18. I got it here. Here we go. Day by day, the Lord takes care of the innocent, and they will receive an inheritance that lasts forever.
Take our God again, take our Lord, and do those things. Go ahead.
Day by day,
you
take care of the innocent.
I take care of those innocent.
And they will receive an inheritance that lasts forever.
And if they receive an inheritance that lasts forever, what you think you're going to get in return? Mm-hmm. Because I know for a fact that they will come back with some of that inheritance, and I'm sure they're going to give it back to you. Mm. That's how it works. That's how it works. That's what happens when you plant the seed. When you say, look, I'm going to take care of it. When I'm going to take care of the innocent. What you think your harvest is going to be? Mm. That was your harvest when they came back and gave it to you. Because you told yourself, hey, man, I trusted myself to do good, and then I will live safely in the land and prosper. Well, all that happened in the same land that you was in, right? So you have to be prosperous because they gave it back to you. Mm. These are just ingredients. These are just instructions. I didn't put this together, man. I say, hey, look, man, hey, use me today, and let's just spread this here, and let's spread it everywhere, man. Let's let everybody get some of this. Psalm 23 and 1.
The Lord is my shepherd. I have all that I need.
Okay. I am the shepherd. Mm. I am the shepherd, and I got all of... Look, man. If you're participating, your house should be standing up on your arms. If you're participating, you should feel the presence of your Creator. You should feel His presence. You should feel the presence, period. Because this is exactly what our Creator wanted us to do in the beginning, is to know who we are. Hmm. So He says, you know what? I'm going to dial up January 9th, 2021. I'm going to create a guy named Reginald Paul. Hmm. And I'm going to put Reginald Paul before you. And Reginald Paul going to break down who I am. Because he asked for understanding. He understood that if he called upon me and asked me to give him what he needs to deliver and to show the people who they've been searching for, then that's exactly what I wanted to be done in the first place. Mm. So it was designed. Psalm 37 and 4.
Take delight in the Lord, and He will give you your heart's desires.
Take delight in yourself. And you will have what?
Your heart's desires.
Just blow them away with this one. I don't even think they're ready for it. We've heard this 1,000 times. Ask and you shall receive. What? Ask. If you're doing the exercise, you'll understand why that should blow your head off. Because if you ask yourself for something, you shall receive it. We don't have to go through this process of begging. Yeah. We ain't got to go beg. All we got to do is ask for it. We don't have to go take it. That's a mentality of a hustler. Mm-hmm. They're going to take it by any means necessary. But we ask for it, we just don't get it. Because you got to know who you are. You got to believe in who you are. It's one thing to know who you are. Mm-hmm. It's another thing to believe in you are. Because there's a lot of people that know who they are, but they just don't believe it. Mm-hmm. Which means they're blind. And then if they're blind, and then it's a story and an example that we're using that He healed the blind, and if you take He out, if you was doing what I asked you to do today, is you take Him out, put you in there, and you can heal the blind. I almost said church for the unchurched. I'm having a good time because I'm learning something myself. Mm-hmm. And that's all I want to do is learn. I don't know about y'all, but this is all I want to do right here. This what makes me feel good. This what makes me bring light to the situation. I want to walk in there and I don't want to see nothing down and out. I don't want to see nothing vibrating on the horn. I'm going to brighten it up or you got to go. It looked like another example, but we're going to use that on another Saturday because you got to tell him that you got to go. Okay? You got to tell that energy you got to go. Get up out of here. I don't want you. Some of us want it. We want to go in there and be like, oh, whoa, it's me. Nah, get out of here. Get. And I wear 15, 16, and 17. So you just think he on the hill. He like one of them roaches that be flying in gas. And I'm like, anyway. Mosquitoes too. Proverbs 15:14.
A wise person is hungry for knowledge, while the fool feeds on trash.
That ain't even the Message version. That's not even the Message version. A wise person, we already, you gonna. That's good. But that's what he wants me to teach us today. How wise we are because we believe in who we are, and these right here point to who we are. And if we just take the name out and put your name there, then you'll know that who you are. You'll start to believe in who you are because you already accepted them. But what you didn't know when you accepted them was you just accepted yourself. You just accepted yourself. You didn't you didn't accept somebody else to come into your life. You accepted yourself. By our eager desires, we give perishable things supreme power over us. And so intertwine our beings with theirs that the blow which destroys them lets out our lifeblood. Y'all want me to break that down? I'm going to break it down as simply as I can. I'm going to read it again because it helps break down the process because I'm going to read it slow to where it stabs you. And then I'll put in the modern day terminology without all the scholar words. I'm going to give it to you in brick talk. By our eager desires, we give perishable things supreme power over us. Can I give you an example? Everybody pay attention. Can I see the car coming that's about to hit me and take my head off? Can I see my child over there about to stab herself with a knife that she's been playing with and I ain't been paying attention? Do you want me to go? You want me to keep going? Or we just going to stick with that? Okay. Our eager desires, we give perishable things supreme power. We so much worried about looking good and showing our haters. And so intertwine our beings with theirs, which means you're so busy worrying about them people over there that ain't worried about you in the first place. You know what I'm saying? The reason why they got your attention because they want you to be distracted because you don't even know who you are. At least they got sense enough to know who you are. That's why they distract you. At least they smart enough to know who you are. That's why they in front of you. So you could be blinded. So you could be bamboozled. What does that sound like today? You keep cutting that television on and you keep watching that mess. You keep watching that stuff and see how blinded you are to see what's really going on. Because when it's time for you to take action, it's too late because you didn't even know they were setting the table the whole time. That right there, what I just got to explain it, it'll hit you so hard. I just said it. It'll hit you so hard that it'll take the soul out of you. Believe in who you are. You want somebody to take that power away from you? I just said how you could I just gave an illustration how you can heal the blind. You want somebody to take that power away from you? You don't want nobody to take that power away from you when you can heal the blind, and that's what you healed and created for is to heal the blind. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional. The figure that healed the blind, it wasn't intentional. It was for those who did not know who they are and for the ones that know who they are, to remind them that you need to get back to your natural spiritual being. You have to get back to your natural spiritual being, which you are, because that's what that scripture just said.
Yeah.
The Father and we are one. So you got to get back to this, because once you get back to this, how do you do it? We don't trust in the original and do good. I'm going to just start right there. I start doing that on a daily basis. I'm going to just start trusting in everything. Hey, man, you know what? Okay, I seek first the kingdom. Okay, I seek first my goal. I seek first what I'm created here to do. What is your greatest attribute? That is the kingdom. That's the kingdom, your greatest attribute. Why is that the kingdom? Because when they describe what the kingdom was like, it's such a beautiful place. I'm going to say it again. When they describe what the kingdom looked like, it was such a beautiful place, it took you somewhere. Mm-hmm. So your greatest attribute is the kingdom. Because it takes you somewhere. Mm-hmm. Because that's all you want to do. Mm-hmm. If you're a teacher, all you want to do is what?
Teach.
Do you want to sing?
No.
No. You want to teach.
That's it.
And it's something about you getting on this here board and talking to a group of people who don't even, and when they get it, how do you just hear the blind. Look, as a great friend of mine says, that likes the Los Angeles Lakers, and he also likes to take L's from the person that he teaches on a game called 2K, 2021, so on and so forth. I'm going to land this plane. That's where I got that from. I had to say all that just to get to the point that I'm supposed to land this plane. Accept Christ. That's you.
Is it lies?
Accept Christ. That's you. Whenever you decide to. Whenever you decide to.
He said to tell you he'd be winning.
Whenever you decide to, accept Christ. Whenever you get down and out, accept yourself. I'll say that one more time.
Yeah, say it again.
Y'all don't know when.
Say it again.
When you down and out, accept yourself. When you, I had to catch myself. When you fudge up, accept yourself. When you lose at the last second, game-winning shot, and another pastor is around, and he took that same L, take that L, ATS. Take that. Believe in yourself is what I did that day. I believed in myself. That's Christ. Oh, I've been waiting to get to this point. Mm-hmm. Oh, I've been waiting to get to this point. Let me rewind it so we can get to, let me rewind it. Accept Christ, that's you, whenever you decide to. So whenever you down and out, or whatever the situation may be, whatever came in your way, whatever pebble that tripped you, whatever sink that hit you in your head, just accept it and know that you are Christ, and then you believe in yourself. That's Christ. That means you start believing in yourself. Because you just found out that that's in you, because I just said earlier that when you look in the mirror, you should see who? That's why you should smile, because you see yourself. And if you see yourself, you believe in yourself, that's Christ. So that's why you accept him. Gain understanding with understanding knowledge. Your experience in life. Because you know everybody, you don't know what I went through. Mm-hmm. Everybody can say that. Mm-hmm. And guess what? When it get a little hot now, okay, when the air conditioner break, first thing somebody gonna break down and say, you don't know what I've been through. And they say it with such energy. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like that person don't know. Like, I get it. But you know what? You gain understanding when you go through that. Because the more you sit up there, you don't know what I'm going through. And the more you keep saying it over and over again, guess what you're going to start to do? Your light going to come on. And when the light come on, the first thing you're going to say is, but I'm still here. Some of us take a long time, though, because we still trying to convince everybody that they don't know what we're going through. First of all, when you accepted yourself, you physically go through it anyway. Because now that you accept yourself, you know that it's distraction over there. At least distraction know who you are. At least, let me write this down so y'all can take a picture of it, screenshot it. Distraction has enough knowledge and wisdom, knows who you are.
Mm.
Distraction got more wisdom than some of you.
Mm.
Some of us can learn from distraction, because that was the point of me, right? Some of us can learn from distraction. Because once you kind of, I'm going to do good today. When I say this, it's over. You know what I'm saying? I ain't dropping no mic. It's over. I trusted myself. Reginald, I'm going to do good today. I'm going to live safely in my land, and I'm going to be prosperous. Well, as soon as you walk outside that door, you get a text message, a phone call, an email. You get to your car won't start. Why does this happen? Why does this happen? Because you planted a good seed. Now some of us have got knocked clean out by a text message, phone call, email. Your car won't start. And instead of just, you see what I just did? I just laughed at the situation. Because I learned that if you dance through various trials, you show that trial that, hey, you're not supposed to defeat me. I don't want to lose to no trial. I don't want to lose to no trial. I still got stuff to do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And even when criminals or even when somebody get prosecuted and they lose in a trial, that don't mean that they lost. That mean they got time to go sit down and think about what they did to make sure they find a better way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Gain understanding, with the same thing that you gain, that's your knowledge. So the same pain that you're going through, the same pain that you're experiencing, that's your knowledge. Because if everything going right, something wrong. Mm-hmm. Church for the unchurched. Catch me again next Saturday. It's going to be part 2 of believing who you are. You understand what I'm saying? You better believe that, man. Stop waiting for people to tell you who you are, man. You waiting on somebody to come out the cloud and tell you that you are the person that came out the cloud. Y'all didn't catch that one either, huh? You waiting on somebody that come tell you, hey, man, you know what? For a small fee in a train, cut it off. Cut it off. Let's cut it off. It's over. See y'all next week.